Okay, I don't see. I can't see. I can see your comments, but I don't see theirs. So you're funneling this through your channel? Okay, yeah. Don't run it through Houston. Put it on yours. Hold on, guys. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties. I'm going live, and my son is running this across to his channel. Okay, there. I'm starting to see some comments now. Yeah, okay. I see the comments. All right, so you guys were hollering about updates on that Precinct 6 incident where they grabbed my, basically they tortured me. So they had me in handcuffs with my hands behind my back, and what they did was they squeezed one of the handcuffs so tight that it forced my hand, to loosen up. And then they grabbed the thumb, pulled it out, and used the fingerprint scanner on me. Now you're all asking, what did I do about it? Okay, so first thing I did is I made an internal affairs complaint. That internal affairs complaint immediately was thrown in the trash. They did it just like Harris County Sheriff's Department does. When I go and make a complaint, it just gets thrown in the trash. That's how corrupt they are. Now they got right after that incident occurred, they got a new constable elected into place, and her name is Sylvia Trevino. Her husband had been criminally charged and removed from office for felony theft. You can Google and find the article. Thank you, Don. Anyway, so the other question that I was seeing in the comments over there, when I do watch, whenever they post a video over there, I'll go over and flip through the comments. And a lot of you have seen, I try to answer any questions you have in the comments section over there. I'll post you. If you see Newton House Houston posting over there, it's me. It's me, I promise you. Yes, he was stealing. There's Justin Pulliam. Yes, Justin, he was stealing from a charity that he and the wife had formed. I was dumbfounded when people in that district elected his wife to the position, but it is what it is. The other thing I'm seeing as far as questions is, did you file a lawsuit? One more thing before I get to the lawsuit. The fingerprint scanners. Sheriff Hickman, Hal Hickman, who was in office at the time, went to private donors because County Commissioner's Court would not give him the funding to buy those fingerprint scanners. He went to private donors and got the money to buy those fingerprint scanners, basically worked around the will of the people, and then he handed them out to all the constable departments and some of his agents as well, some of his deputies as well. They used them on the homeless, and the constables like to misuse them on the, if they have a stop where they have like an illegal alien walking down the street, they'll print them and try to figure out who they are. But in that particular instance, they had to torture me to force my hand open so that they could get my thumbprint to run me. The constable's department did nothing about it. They actually promoted that guy. Yes. Field training officer. He's training the newbies. Soto was promoted when the new constable took office. And last I checked, he still works there. They're saying now that he doesn't, but last I heard, he still did work there. As for the lawsuit, this was in the first year that I was doing auditing, and we did not have any attorneys that were willing to step up and do anything about it. We've really only now in the last year gotten some attorneys that have stepped up that will help us out with doing civil lawsuits. Prior to that, you had to pay for them out of pocket, and at that time, I didn't have the funding to do it. There just was no funding for it. I know a lot of you think that filing a lawsuit is easy and inexpensive. It is not. You can drop $10,000 to $20,000 on a lawsuit real quick. Just to depose somebody, one person, and if you have to depose 2 or 3, just to depose one person is about $1,800. One person. Most incidents are going to involve 3 or 4 people. That particular incident would have been 2 security guards and 2 or 3 police officers. All right, and that's before filing fees and other extraneous stuff. So at that time, I could not afford to do lawsuits. Like I said, we have a couple of attorneys on tap now that are willing to work with us and help us on it. And of course, it means more money in their pocket, but it's not about the money. It's about affecting change. And if you're in this for you hear it all the time. Oh, you're just in it for the money. You're just in it for the money, for the easy lawsuit money. I can't tell. You guys been watching my videos for a while. Where is that easy lawsuit money? It doesn't exist. So anyway, out in California where they get $300 settlements, $300,000 settlements for being handcuffed and set in the back of a patrol car. Here in Texas, you might get $1. That's just how it is. So there was no lawsuit. There was no funding for a lawsuit. At the time, the best I could do was just expose the tyranny, and sometimes that works, and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know if it how much change it affected over there because I've not been back in that area. They know me in that area, and when I pop up over there, I stand out like a sore thumb because it's a predominantly Hispanic area of town, and unfortunately, I'm not Hispanic. I know it's hard to tell, but I'm not. What else? Let's see if I can see some of these questions going through here. Oh, so somebody asked about why are the videos being reposted. So a lot of the old videos are lost in the YouTube shuffle, and a lot of people haven't seen them. And so I told my son to this channel that you're seeing this on or is run by one of my daughters, one of my sons, and one other family member. And I told them to find that they should start reposting, the stuff that's lost in the YouTube shuffle. And so that's what they're doing. Also, there is some stuff that needs to be seen because this is an election year. It's an election year. So we need to get that stuff out there. What military branch did I serve in? I was in the Army. Yes, I know California Guardians channel was taken down. California Garbage channel was removed. Yes, I know about it. So it's an election year, so we need this stuff to be seen because in a lot of instances, there has been no change, okay? And Precinct 6, I'm pretty sure, is one of those locations. COPPA does not affect my channel. I don't make videos for children. My channel is set up for adults only. What about my trial? There's no new news on my trial. The next court date's in January. That'll be another reset. The prosecution is not giving us discovery. They are withholding evidence because they are concerned that I will publish it. And they have been told by the judge to provide that evidence. Give you a shout out. News Now UK channel. Hello. Can I not do audits? I can do audits, but I am limited in what I can do. So I don't get out very much right now. I'm doing other things and prepping for spring. I'm going on tour in the spring. Don't ask me where. I'm not telling anybody where I'm going in the spring, but I will tell you that it involves a big white sailboat and an F-150. Let's see. Come on. Who's got any other questions before I get off of here? Come to Philadelphia. I plan to come to Philadelphia. I will be going back to Louisiana. I sound a little bit like, I hear that all the time about Tom Mabe, and I've watched his videos. Tom Mabe is hilarious. Only I'm much better looking than Tom Mabe. Hashtag Team Earl. Hashtag Team David. Updates on Leon Valley. There's nothing new right now. The federal civil rights case is on hold until such time as the pending criminal cases are all resolved. Currently, Bao and James Freeman have pending cases still there. So once those are resolved, the lawsuit will move forward. Let's see. Patrick updates. Patrick's good as far as I know. He was just on the road getting some good content. Damn it. $808 people watching this. Okay. New York State. Hey, New York State. I will be coming to New York State, but it's going to be probably the latter part of next year. I've got to go up there, and I'm going up to Connecticut to visit my good friend Ed Peruta. Hello, Tex GT, King 9, Caroline. Hey, Caroline. I saw Justin's video about you today. Don't forget me. Oh, there's Brian King. Yes, I'm going to try and pop in on Brian King as well. Yes, next year's right around the corner. Guys, I cannot believe this year is gone. You know, the older you get, when I was a kid, a year took forever to go by. But as you get older, the older you get, it's like it just goes faster and faster and faster. It's just unbelievable. This year is already gone. Yes, Texas Sheepdog has an open case pending in Leon Valley as well. I'm sorry, I forgot him. Have I looked at the Priceless channel? No, I have not. Yes, I am still doing audits. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be posting some here pretty quick, some that I did with Justin. Making you feel old, huh? For those of you that don't know, I am knocking on 60. Yes, knocking on 60. I'm an old dude. Thanks for watching the videos. Yes, thank you. Glad you found the channel. Did I father Selena's baby? Come on, guys. That's just stupid. First off, Selena is way too young for me. I love Selena to death, but she's way too young for me. Second off, I'm fixed. I don't make babies anymore, so nah, not my baby. I have never been to Ireland. I've been to England, been to London and surrounding areas, but have not been to Ireland. I'd love to go to Ireland. Okay, Tim, I got you. Thank you, Eder. Hope I said that right. Guten Abend, Deutschland. Guten Abend, Deutschland. Was los? Ontario, Canada. I don't know that I will ever go to Canada. It's too dang cold up there. Steve, I do trust Chief Jones. I know Chief Jones. I have no issues with Chief Jones. Free the rock wall 4. The chalking 4. You know, guys, that's... Okay, so imagine this, if you will. You get thrown in the county jail with murderers and armed robbers, and you have to go in there, and when they look at you and they say, what did you do to get thrown in here? And you have to say, I put chalk on the sidewalk. I'm sorry, but I think in that instance, I would probably be lying. I'd be lying. Is it, man, I got in a fight. I fought 5 cops off while I was drunk and high. I'm not telling anybody I got put in jail for chalking a sidewalk. I didn't know Furry was moving to a new platform. Hey, UK, Panama City, Florida. If I've seen the Cop Watchers on Netflix, I have not. If I get a chance, I'll go check it out. El Paso FBI update. Yes, I can do that. After following the FBI incident in El Paso, where I got my arm jacked up and I actually have nerve damage in my arm from that incident, I paid Krista Hemming, the Hemming law firm, $5,000 retainer to represent me and bring the FBI lawsuit. Matter of fact, I need to do an update on that whole thing. I'll get that done here pretty quick. They failed to follow through, and they did nothing, and so we're outside the time limit now. So that's the update. I don't know what's happening with Furry. Own new website. You know, in some instances, creating your own website might be a good deal for auditors. I mean, I've thought about it before. It just takes time and dedication. I think maybe what needs to happen is that we need to create a website for all auditors to work off of. We can do targeted advertising, with attorneys and stuff like that. I don't know. Have to think about that for a minute. Look into it. A West Coast tour. Puget Sound in the summer. I will be in Puget Sound in next summer. That's about all the Oregon you're going to get out of me. Santa Clarita, California. Okay, it's hard to read these. How is the best way to get to 1,000 subscribers? Start putting out content. Put out content. Do good quality content. People will come. It takes time. It doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen. To Summerfest in Milwaukee. Is that like Michigan? Man, it's cold up there. You guys want me to go north. I'm old. I don't like the cold. It's actually cold here in Houston tonight. I'm meeting up with another auditor to do a quick dinner. Yeah, I don't carry guns when I travel. I don't do it. There's too many gun laws here and gun laws there, and it's just a good way to have problems. So, not doing it. I'm not old. Oh, not old to you. Thank you, Florissa. I'm going to screw it up. Thanks, Flo. Okay, it's getting faster. All right, I think I got all the questions. You missed the update on Precinct 6. I'll run over the Precinct 6 stuff again real quick. What they did was they squeezed the handcuffs tight, basically tortured me to force me to unclench my hands, because when I saw them coming, I clenched up my fist. They then fingerprinted me, and that's how they figured out who I was. I made an IAD complaint, and they threw it in the trash. They did nothing. I also requested from both Harris County Sheriff's Department and the Precinct 6 Constable's office their policy for the use on those fingerprint scanners, and both of them refused to provide those to me. They have, yes, it's called pain compliance. No, it was not pain compliance, it's torture. That deputy that you saw in that video was promoted, and he is their field training officer. He's been their field training officer. He was then, but I understand that he's still there. They're saying he's not, but I believe he still is. That's all the updates. YouTube from the boat very soon. I promise you guys, next month I will do some videos from the boat on the water. If I can just get a warm enough day to get outside, you know, when Galveston Bay is not iced over. You know, I can't go out there when there's ice all over the bay. It'd be like Titanic. I'm surprised Justin's not jumping in here telling me there's no ice out there. The Gulf of Mexico's warm water. I'm protected. There's Justin now. You know, you guys, you're going to make fun of me for saying this, all right? But I believe that I am protected. God loves me, and God has looked out for me since the very beginning of this, and since I've been doing this. And, you know, that's how I feel about it. So you don't have to agree with that. You know, whatever works for you works for you. But that's my opinion, is God loves me and protects me and looks out for me. So I just, whatever gets thrown at me, I deal with it. Hashtag Team David Austin. There you go. All right, guys. All right, I'm going to wrap this up and call it good. And I'm going to go with this. I don't want to say who's with me because the Manson Merb cult I know is watching, and they'll harass this guy. But I'm going to head out here and get some Mexican food. So you guys be safe, and I will see you again soon. So JT, wrap that up. We're good.